Video is for the students who have not missed any classes with me, who have their tree, they have their two boxes, they have their roof and windows and door. I'm going to zoom out just a little bit. So I'm going to have you all follow along with the video and move on today, and then the students that are behind are going to work with me so I can clear confusion. Just two big things when you're doing this, and I'm going to stress this a lot in class, and I did last class too. Anytime you make a horizon line, so horizon line, side to side, across the paper, vertical line, up and down, horizon line, vertical line. Anytime you make a horizon line, it's going to go to a vanishing point. You are going to use these vanishing points and your ruler. So take this window, for example, this side of this little box. All of the lines are going to the vanishing point. That is what's creating perspective. That's what's creating that three-dimensional form. If you draw a line like this on your window, it's not going to look right. It's going to look flat. It's going to look weird on your cube. So that's why we're doing this. So, and then another thing too, like take this box right here. This is our main line. This side, if you're looking out the window, you're looking this way, this vanishing point. This side, looking out the window going that way, this vanishing point. This door, this vanishing point. So just keep those things in mind when you're drawing detail, when you're drawing your ladders, and the siding as well. So we're going to start with the siding, and then we will talk about the ladder in this video. So siding, making your treehouse look like a wooden built treehouse. So we're not gonna worry too much about the ground, the bottom of your treehouse, just the sides and the roof. You don't have to worry too much about. Just this, adding a little more detail. So this is what we're going to create. Pretty easy, just again, vanishing points. These are horizontal lines. So I'm going to start with the door right here. And this one's pretty basic. You just have to kind of follow that original line right there. And then moving it down, you decide how thick you want your boards to be. And I'll talk about in here because that's going to get cut off. So again, just for the siding, you are using your vanishing points. Any horizontal lines. Okay, so over here, I'll talk about that in a minute. So I'm going to do the rest of the box, and again, I'm going to line up the siding with what I just created. But again, this side right here is going to go to this vanishing point. So like I just stated at the beginning of class. So making sure that's lined up right there. Double check, make sure it's lined up before you draw the line. Okay, I'm going to do this little box too. I'm going to leave that open. If you want one box with siding and you want to leave the other one blank, nothing on it, that's fine. If you want to do both of them, do both of them. I think you get the idea. Just making sure, if I'm doing this side right here, this is going towards the this vanishing point, and this side right here is going towards this vanishing point. And then these guys right here on this side, if you have this little the depth of the actual wood, you're going to actually go towards the opposite vanishing point, kind of like I did in this corner right here to make it look, because it's this side. I know that's a little confusing, but just to continue it to make it look like realistic pieces of plywood. They all get nailed together. That little angle makes a huge difference in these. Okay, so don't worry about the bottom. You know, and again, if you want to do both, cool. If you want to try to do the roof, cool, I'll help you with that. But I'm just going to move on and talk about the ladders now. So, ladder options. You can do a board that has little chain links, and I can show that individually to you. You could do the same thing, maybe making it look more like a rope. You could do boards that look like they're nailed into the tree, so I would have my door up here. And then you could also do a regular old ladder. And that's just going to be drawing vertical lines, you know, maybe little slanted diagonal lines going down. The big thing with the ladder, though, is I want to see the perspective. You're using pieces of plywood board, so you'll see, that one's not showing up. I'll do this one. You'll see that thickness. You'll see the height, the width, and the depth. Again, you're using your vanishing points. So I'm actually going to demonstrate just a regular old ladder since I have these copies here. But again, if you want me to show you how to do these little chain links, I can show you and demonstrate that to you in class. And then if you are doing something like this one, having the nails in there, you kind of decide once you're done how it goes. So ladders, you're going to be using the numbers on your ruler. So I would start with a line maybe towards this side of the door, closer to the tree. Depending on where, you know, if you're doing it over here, you're going to kind of do the same thing, just pick. But first line we're going to be drawing first is this line right here, the edge of your boards or your ladder. And, sorry, I keep switching off. It would be, reaching over, it would be this line. That's what we're first drawing. So I'd go close to the edge of a door. And lightly, because you're going to be doing some erasing, lightly draw a vertical line going down towards the ground. Lightly. Okay. And then this is where you decide the width of your board. You know, here they're about this thick. I only have 3 boards. This one I made them a little bit thinner in width, and so I have a lot more. So you decide. Using the numbers, you could go by every ½ inch, or you could go by every full inch. So, like I would mark the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I'll just do the 6, but I don't know if I'll need it. Okay. Again, if you want to make them smaller boards, then you can go by every ½ inch. All right. Once you do that, you're going to erase this top space right here, right? Is that what I was doing? Yep. Erase this top space right here. So every other, I'm going to leave that one and erase this one. Leave that one, erase this one. And then, so I will again have 3 boards going all the way up to my treehouse. And if you did by a ½ inch, you'd have more. So again, that's up to you how you do that. Okay, using that vanishing point, horizontal lines, you're going to draw lightly because you can erase, deciding how long you want your boards to be, probably the length of the door, the width of the door. Use your vanishing point, line it up with that mark and the vanishing point off to the side. Draw lightly. Okay. Now we'll go ahead and cut them off. So I'm going to cut them off about right there. So again, you'll do just a straight vertical line. Make sure that it's straight. Some students are struggling with that, just, you know, you line your ruler up with the edge of your paper, you're going to have a straight line. So I'm going to go ahead and erase this stuff. I don't need it. Oh, I said I was going to make a ladder, but I'm making a hanging ladder. Sorry. I can demonstrate that later. Sorry, I'm doing a rope ladder. I guess, you know, even if you were doing a regular ladder that just has poles and you're climbing up it like on the playground outside, all you would do then is just draw a straight line going up and down. But I do want to see this perspective, so we'll talk about that. Nothing round like a normal ladder. I still want to see kind of the boards, like we made this out of all plywood board. So now what I'm doing is I'm adding the depth, so the thickness of the boards, and I'm going to use the opposite vanishing point to create that thickness. So I'm just going to follow and just make a little line lightly. You can always erase. Okay, and then you're going to need another vertical line straight going down. Again, you're just going to, connect. Right there. Sorry, phone's a buzzing. Alright. Okay, almost done. Just the top now. So using, again, this side in the vanishing point. This one's pretty much even with the vanishing point. So now I'm going to draw the thickness of the top so it shows, and some of them are just going to be really thin, or you're not going to see much of it. Okay, then again you have to go back to the opposite vanishing point. I'm kind of switching you around. And this will make a huge difference when you're drawing. You can kind of clean up the marks. Okay, so I have big floating boards right here. So if you did something like this and you wanted to just do a ladder where it's just straight lines going down all the way and up, that's fine. You would use your ruler to get those straight lines in there. And I guess I'll just demonstrate that if you're just interested in a big wooden type ladder. And you can, you know, make it your own, add the details you want. And again, if you want to do more of a rope ladder, then I can show you that in class. I'm just kind of making up my own right here. And I'm probably going to change this. So let's see. So right now it looks, let's see, I'm kind of playing around with this. It's taken away all that work of my depth. I'll leave that. Figure this out right now. So I hope you're drawing along with me. I don't know if you're working on your ladder right now. I'm just working on my ladder right now. I want to make this just a straight board going up and down. Let's see what that looks like. It takes away my thickness. Looks flat, so I wonder if I need to make it so. There's depth there. That one should be flat. So if I make this a little bit, looking at it, that works. I'm just kind of playing around with. That would make sense. So there's your board, straight on up there. Okay, that works. So again, if you're interested in one of these and you're not quite sure how to add the final detail onto it with the rope or the, not that one, the chain link, then just let me know in class and we'll work on it. Once you're done with your ladder and your siding, then that's where adding any type of further detail that you want to add, you can get started with that. Once everybody's caught up, then we'll go outside and look at the tree and add limbs to the tree. We'll probably do that next week, hopefully. So, right, let me know if you have any questions. Please be responsible Wapakaway students. And if you have questions or you need help, that is your job to let me know. Thank you.